Hey everybody, what's happening? We are currently in the deck editor for Enchanter's Arsenal because there are a couple things that I have serious problems with. Like, this is a dead card against certain decks, and you can say that I can draw cards off of it, but that's like a combo piece. Like, there is a ton of card draw here, but like, I don't know, I took it out because it's dead against certain decks. Like, it's never like terrible because it's just a 1-drop, but like against, so like this deck's the bane of this deck's existence, and what you'll see at the very end of this video, it's gonna be kind of a weird video. I'm gonna try and play one live for you, and then I'm gonna show you some footage that I shot before I started recording of this deck's worst nightmare, which is the ramp pile that has all this dust in it. And I'm gonna do some voiceover for that one. I just, like, that's a dead draw. You can't have dead draws against that pile. I don't know about Hidden Spider. I don't know about Hidden Spider. Okay, so that's one of my problems with this deck. The pacifisms would be nice, I guess, for more removal. You can't kill this guy yourself. That's the only reason he's upstairs. They don't want to attack. I understand that. You can attack with him. They won't block you. I get it. Like, I understand this card. Like, I get this guy. A lot of my card draw is creatures, though. Like, that's... I just get rid of all my card draw. Exile all creatures is so nice, too, because, especially against that matchup, when they come in for the Annihilate, you can sack this guy out. Oh, fuck me. You can't kill him, though. But there isn't a single deck, unless he has, or your opponent has, the All Is Dust and cast that first, because then he doesn't do anything. I silenced all that stuff. That was hopefully not very loud. Fuck you, phone. God, Jesus. So then what do you take out? Alright, so some of these cards just win against certain decks. I mean, this card just wins against certain decks. This card just wins against certain decks. These are all things I can tutor for, because I have two different tutors. You know, I have Idyllic Tutor, and then I got Grove, which actually, I don't know if you guys know the, like, well, maybe this is older than I'm remembering, but the art that I have on Sterling Grove, I like way better than this. It's like a dude standing in an orchard. It's pretty sweet. But that's great art too. I'm sorry, Seb. Don't mean to be a jerk to you. I've never ever seen this, like, ever in my entire life, so I kind of just want to take it out. Oh my god. I wonder how many people just groaned. I ran 2 of those for forever so that I could toss one early game and have +1/+1. And then I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, dude, that's 4 mana for +1/+1. What the fuck are you doing? And I took one of them out. I might... You know what? I mean, it's just such a shitty synergy. Oh my god. I have never, ever in the history of Duels of the Planeswalkers had a Marshall's Anthem in the stack and not put it in the pile. I seriously feel kind of nauseous right now. I don't even know. I kind of want to put the 2 I kind of want to put the 2 pacifisms in here as well. Because I love control. You guys know that, like, I will try and make the most aggressive deck a control pile if I'm allowed to. Like, I will just sit for days and be like, I'm going to put this in here. Derp-a-der-der. Let's just balance that out. Because the game refuses to draw according to ratios either, because theoretically I only need my doubles like late game and I need my double greens like immediately, you know what I mean? Because I want to drop card draw engine more than Eternal Witness, because Eternal Witness I want to drop strategically, but I want to drop this thing the second I see it. And so I want to curve out into the green, but this deck refuses to listen to statistics. So whatever, it's fine. I mean, I would get rid of a Faith's Fetters for just the cheaper removal, but this stops everything. Like, this stops, like, Jite and all sorts of stuff. Not that you see Jite anymore in the format at all. Like, I've also never done this before, where we just straight up show you the build before we do anything else with it. But honest to God, like, I'm so stressed out by this pile because, like, okay, so I can easily look at every card in this deck and say I like, well, except, like, still, you guys, I don't, like, I understand Ethereal Armor's great. Like, I get it. Like, you get big swings and you're just like, I'm gonna punch you in the nuts and you're gonna be real sad about it and frown a lot. But, like, the fact that I can just, like, shut down Grave Titan. Having a 15/15 kind of fucks up. No, because it has Death Touch. Oh, it has First Strike. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I'm sorry. I don't play with that card a lot. Banana Hammock. What, like... Okay, let's run this. Let's run that. We're gonna spend months on this. That's it. This is the only deck we're playing from here to 2015. We're done. This is it. We're gonna figure this thing out. Like, this guy's been sitting here for a weird amount of time. Like, it's been like 3 minutes. Like, I don't know why I haven't left. I'm just so confused. Like, at a certain point, I was looking at my phone, so I didn't, like, completely realize when he came in. I saw the screen changed colors a little bit out of my peripheral. So I was like, somebody's probably in the room. I was sending a text message, so I was doing that before I started the video. Professionalism at its zenith. And at a certain point, it just became, like, I just became enraptured by, like, what is this guy? Because he came into my house, you know what I mean? Like, I set up the room. So that's like you just walk into someone's house, you stand in the doorway, and you just stare at them for like that was like 4 minutes. What the fuck was that guy doing? What the fuck is this? Oh my God. I am a piece of shit. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. This is... That guy's a 3/3, and then he'll only have two mana out when that guy's a 3/3. So, I mean, okay. Alright. That's fine. He can't... Hey, I might have just won. Who knows? He could be Red Dude. Well, he could have guys in that pile. Hey, he can't target me with any of that direct burn garbage that he has, which... is good, because that'll keep him from doing some crazy stuff. Does this thing stay enchantment? If it is an enchantment, it becomes a 4/4 giant creature. Okay, so no, it is not an enchantment anymore when it becomes the creature. Okay. Gotcha. Understood, sir. Well, we both know what the other person's playing. I mean, we're aware. I will not block... because he can burn that for 1. He didn't have the land for it right now, but... I would take the damage for 1, he would burn it for 2. And he'd kill my dude. And that dude is... because I don't have any flyers in this pile. Like, every time I boot this pile up, the other thing about this deck is that every single time that I start it, I just pray to God that I don't see fairies, because the fact that I took out Spider... just, like, if I saw fairies... I haven't seen fairies in months, but if I did... the, like, weeping, the wailing, the gnashing of teeth that you would hear, it'd really be something. I need card draw. He can definitely kill this Enchantress, though, like, for sure. So let's give him 2 things to shoot at. I'm not going to attack either. But I will block. Because maybe he'll burn out the 3/3. And I can keep my card draw. Because I got 2 cards in hand. He's got 6. I'm, like, in a lot of trouble. I'm not exactly jumping for joy over here. Ran out of cards pretty quickly. Jun Charm. +2/+2. Interesting use of the Charm, because he would have got a 1/1 token. My card draw engine would have been dead. If he had attacked first, and if I'd blocked with... I mean, he could have had way better results if he had just attacked first with the 2/2. Nothing bad would have came out of that scenario if he had just attacked first. So, strange to see. Let's go ahead and lay this so my guy can become a yes please. 4/4. Remember that time that I talked about how I don't want to play that guy because of him killing my card draw engines? And oh, how we laughed. Do I need to play this forest? 4 sitting, 4, 5. I don't think I do. I don't know what tricks I'm trying to play on Captain Sharknado, though. I don't know what exactly he would have that would cause the amount of cards I have in hand to worry him. But I really just want this guy. If this guy becomes a creature, then I will never play False Prophet this game. Because I really do think that this guy is going to win it for me just because he's unblockable. He did just make this a 5/5, which I really appreciate. To give a 2/2 trample, I mean, that's... I'm good with that, man. This will go on to a dragon. If he plays a creature, but it has to be in the yard at the time of that happening. This is weird. I'm not going to block, sir. 13. He's got haste in the pile. That's the only, I mean, this is great. Leyline's great. You know, it's a fun time. It's pretty. All those pretty flowers. But obviously there are some bad things that can happen to me too. Attack first, because he might block it. Do some weird stuff to the 5/5 to kill it. And then I can just lay another 5/5. This is a man with a plan that I don't like. Well, see, now he's got that, he's got those dragons, man, those flyers. I don't have any removal. In my hand. Let's see how he handles this 2/2. I'm going to have to hold on to this, though, just in case now. I'm not sure. It's not good. That is not good. That's removal. Might be a little late for me, though. He doesn't have enough mana to activate this. He needs 2 turns to get that going. What are the 2 cards in your hand, my friend? Fuck. I can't count. Seems good. This is going to seem weird, but I want the block here. Because I can make dudes faster than he can make dudes. Yep, that's fine. Didn't play that first because there's no way in hell that he would have blocked had I played Throne and then attacked. So we had to attack first. And now we just hope we draw some pacifisms or some Journey to Nowheres. You know, some removal so I can take care of any other dragon that he has. He's only got the 1 card in hand. This guy is Protection. This thing is going to hit me for 10. No, just 9. But it's never going to hit me again. And I can spam this. Like, I can abuse the shackles. I can't cast it multiple times a turn, though, which is pretty lame. That's a really good draw. I would get my card draw engine back. But this turn, I've really got to shackles up this guy. Probably shouldn't have done that first. Probably should have attacked first. He's completely tapped down, though, so I didn't really think about it. But good form is good form. So I can pick that up. See, the weird thing is that if I had one more land on the field, I'd be way happier. Because then I could pick this up at end step, just keep making angels, and be able to play Eternal Witness. I have to pick that up at end step anyway, because I have to keep making angels, because he has haste in the pile. Have to be able to block it. He's got 3 turns. What did he just do? Hold on. What is he doing here? Why'd he give it regeneration? Oh, god damn it. He's sitting over there doing his craziness. I am going to give everything hexproof, because that way he can't kill anything I have with his cards that could kill stuff that I have. Still got the one showing, so this time I cannot be complete asshole. And, well, you know, I'm glad I didn't do it, because if he has a kill spell in his hand, he could have killed one of my 4/4s. That would have really sucked. Yeah, with Soul's Fire, which can now target absolutely no one. Soul's Fire is doing jack and or shit for him, so. Like, I can even take the 3 here and not care about it. There's no way he can surprise me with damage. If I draw a land, I can cast the one thing twice. Can I kill him this turn? Can't take the 5. Yeah, it would have been a really weird attack. I do 8 damage to him this turn, though. There's nothing he can do. Attack. 8 damage. If 4 and 4 is 8. I did not pick that up again. I am a straight jackass. I hate that it doesn't count my mana for me, because this is not real life and I can't move these around and actually look at them. And sometimes, like, I guess I could just count the symbols, but I'm on a timer. I'd like to just be able to glance down and be like, oh, 5 plus 4 is 9. I mean, I just win here. There's nothing he can do. I was doing all this math because I just attack here and win. He can't target any of my guys. He can't target my Nug. I don't even know why I was worried. But I'm like, I was sitting here seeing if I was missing something. The only card in his hand is Soul's Fire or whatever. Oh, wait, no, that's what he could have cast with the one thing, right? Right? I don't know. That, like, shit, man. I made that way more confusing and difficult than it had to be, I think. But, yeah. I'm really glad that I didn't do that, grabbing that card that first time, though, because that would have really changed things, because he would have had the fire that he would have been able to play, and that would have been nasty. Huh. That was an interesting one. I don't know about this build. I'm anxious. I'm eager to hear what you guys might say down below in the comments. Oh, thanks for chiming in about the iPad version of the game. Once you guys kind of told me about that glitch where it doesn't let you search your library and actually play the card you want to get, I kind of gave up on playing that, because that's why even bother? Because the reason I'd be doing it is to kind of, you know, train while I'm away, kind of get a little bit sharper at the game, because I play way less than I used to. I think there might be kind of a misconception where I don't play this game really unless I'm recording, and so it's been a while since I've played as fervently as, I mean, I used to do FNM and like play this all the time, and unfortunately I can't really do that as much anymore, you know, the full-time job and everything. But I wanted to thank you guys for kind of saving me 20 bucks or, you know, however much shit. I mean, I wouldn't have had to buy all of the packs because we've covered some of the decks already. But yeah, 20 or 30 bucks. So I want to thank you guys for chiming in about that. I wanted to thank you guys for talking about this deck. This one is a interesting one for me. I'm going to go ahead and, you know, tack on that first video that I shot earlier today without commentary and go over that now. So this is a really awkward segue. Alright, so let's jump in here and watch this strange tragedy. I didn't like the first hand. This one was too slow for me, I think. Or do I keep? No, I don't keep this. I liked it though. That was rough. And then this is the worst of the bunch. I like having the removal though. I do like having Journey to Nowhere. So I don't know. I see the green there. That's the Zendikar land. So I'm playing against my worst nightmare. So right away, I was super worried because this thing has all this dust, which just destroys my entire world. Now, remember, this is before I put the two dudes that die and exile everything into this pile, which would have been super helpful. But I'm kind of on point because I'm going to just ramp out fairly nicely. I've got the Journey to Nowhere that I can play. I actually feel like I'm in a pretty good position. That's a complete dead draw for me. So Leyline is not very good, and I'm kind of disheartened by that. That was not a great draw. At this point, I could play it with that enchantment on the field, the 3-drop enchantment on the field, just to draw a card, and I would totally do that. Luckily, we're going to kind of curve out, so I'm not too worried about that. Rip another removal spell, so I'm really happy about the two Journey to Nowheres. The problem, of course, in the back of my mind, this is not even in the back of my mind, the thing that I'm constantly thinking about is the fact that he has the, you know, mass removal of all colored spells under, you know, just up his sleeve at any point. He's got 6 cards. I'm just assuming all 6 of them, like he's just got lands and then the mass extinction of any hope I have of winning. So maybe I played this wrong, but my thought process behind this, not at this point, obviously, but as it adapts through the plays that he makes and through the cards that I draw, was to race him. Like, in my mind, I had to beat him before he had the All This Dust. Especially when I get this card draw. Now here, you know, you could be tempted to try and Journey to Nowhere one of these 1/1s just to rip the 2 cards, which would be very useful here. But the thing about that is that Journey is going to be he's on 6 mana, so the Journey is going to be so much sweeter when I play it on the Titan that he drops. But instead, he gets this card draw, which is kind of the worst thing I could possibly have happen to me. Like, this Harmonize just rips me apart. Not a great time for me. He also gets to ramp a little bit, but who even cares about that? The fact that he ripped all those cards really worries me. He's got Eye, so killing everything I got is pretty cheap option for him now too. Obviously, it's not even going to hurt him that badly. This is also before we changed the mana. You guys saw the mana change, and this thing just straight up refused to draw planes. I don't really understand why. It's not like it would have made too much of a difference, but I would have liked to have had the Opal Titan out, and I wouldn't have had this dead turn right here, because I can't even play Leyline. I can't play Opal Titan. Opal Titan being out would have been really nice, because now we see a card that would not have activated Opal Titan, so never mind. But I check this to make sure it's a green creature, and he brings out the Titan, just what I was waiting for. So I do get to Journey to Nowhere. The plan is to Journey to Nowhere, draw my 2nd white mana, play somebody. I think, I mean, obviously I would play Titan, I hope. I hope I don't drop Leyline like a crazy person. I'm just checking his yard. I don't really remember why. Maybe to see how much ramp he had left. That's a pretty good draw. I'm even more upset that I don't have the 2 white mana at this point, because I'd be able to just Grove. But I do hope that I'll rip it here, and it's the very top card, so I feel pretty good about that. Didn't want to see that land per se, but also in the back of my mind, I'm thinking about the Annihilate, which is probably going to become a pretty viable thing in the near future. Oh yeah, of course I couldn't play either of them, so get more card draw, which is nice, and I can also fish around and find something to my liking. So I also enjoy having Sterling Grove out because I get to sack it. And then, yeah, this happened. I should probably cut this part out, but never mind. My Windows, because it runs through that partition, when it tries to update and stuff, it just freaks out and has all sorts of issues with updates. I think that's what it is. I'm not 100% sure. Same blocks here as last time. I've got the removal for the 11/11. His mana is all kinds of messed up. But I go ahead and pop this. I believe I get Angel Factory because it's the only thing you get ever. That's useless for him because he doesn't have... Well, he does have enchantments, actually. Never mind. But they're not things that I would target ever. I'm looking around just to see if there's anything I'm forgetting. Angel Factory is pretty much the only thing in this scenario that can even help because I can sack it out to Annihilate and stuff like that. I mean, at this point, I'm just devastated because I don't know what I'm going to do. I can control these 11/11s and stuff, but anytime he plays all his dust, he gets them all back. So all my removal is almost worthless. The second he drops in all his dust, I'm pretty much destroyed. I'm looking through my hand. You have to play Throne here. No, because I have to play the Journey to Nowhere, so I guess I'm just pissed about that. Enchantress should probably come down first, hopefully. Oh, I'm searching for the land. Oh, you poor sad bastard. you poor unfortunate son of a bitch. So I tried to find that land. I did find an enchantment I could play to draw some cards, though, so I do get to do that if I want to. Rage this turn so I can do... Well, I don't know about this play per se because Trample is not going to do anything for me at this point in the game. It's not going to help me at all. And if I had waited, I could have played Throne next turn and then thrown the Trample out and made an Angel token. Because that's how much mana I have, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... So I could have done that, and I realized that at the time. I mean, what should you do in this matchup? Because he's got no reason to use it at all until I get Factory out. Like, I don't have the way, like, I don't have a way to pressure him enough. Like, maybe the 7/7 out would cause him to freak out and burn through one of them. And of course I'm talking about the All Is Dusts. But that's not even necessarily true, you know what I mean? Like, maybe I shit the bed by playing too many cards, but the Ethereal Armor, I mean, Tangle exists, and shortly we're gonna be really sad about that, but I don't know, like, I figured if I could do enough early on, I still have enough removal in my hand. I've got the Shackles and the Face Fetters, which is also going to gain me life. He has to main phase all his dust, so I get to remove everything before it becomes a problem. So I just play out. I want to be as aggressive as possible. If I do 13 damage here, there's a good chance that I can string something together when I'm able to lay Titan or something. That unfortunately does not take place. Summoning Trap comes up. That could not have been worse for me either, because that is on my turn. So now he gets to attack me for 11. I have to sack out 2 lands, which doesn't make me feel good either, because I need a lot of lands in order to, you know, do this whole removal thing that I had planned. We're just sitting here frowning. I'm trying to think. And then there's the All Is Dust, because I have everything out that he wants to destroy. You know, I mean, I've got Angel Factory out and a big dude. And now he just starts getting everybody back. The only good thing about this, oh, wait till you see this. I thought about this beforehand. Because the only valid targets, yeah, all your guys have trample, which is great. You don't have, well, he does have like 2 enchantments, 2 enchantments in the pile to play. But, and he's got ethereal armor. And I wonder if he realized it at the time, once he started putting ethereal armor in there, that the only valid targets for all the removal I had out are his stuff again, like is his stuff again. So we're going to see another journey come out. And grab that down again. I don't know. Maybe too aggressive, but I really thought, because I have so much removal, like I couldn't count on him having that out when he played the All This Dust. Like that's crazy talk. I just get rid of these 2 lands. I don't have instants. This is the enchant pile. They take 11 damage here, right on the chin. Go to 6 life, which is actually super crucial that I couldn't stop any of it with that wall, because you'll see why later. Bellica Worm. Woo, 27 life. Yeah, I can see completely where Exile Guy would have been a sick thing to have in my hand. That would have been a great contingency plan. I'm pretty glad that he's in the pile now. So now I've got, 7 mana. I should have 9. I can stop that thing from moving, so I do that immediately. But now I have to play Face Fetters on the 8/8, because that is going to be the only thing that lets me live. So now I'm sitting here, and the only thing that lets me even live is Idyllic Tutoring for the other Face Fetters, or, a Journey to Nowhere or something, and putting Pellica Worm away. That's all I can do. He plays this, though. So now I'm like, okay, so I have to rip Journey to Nowhere. Idyllic Tutor for another... But I don't have Pacifism in this deck, so I don't have enough mana to pull it off. So I just sit here, and that's where me not being able to block, because I gain 4 life and only 4 life. So I just show him, because, he played really well. Held on to the All This Dust. I imagine he got the All This Dust fairly early on. Insurance policy, I assume. I don't have enough, I don't have enough mana to do it, right? Because 3, 4, 5, it'd be 6, 7. Oh, I do, don't I? If I had the Pacifism in here too? If I had drawn Pacifism and had another Journey to Nowhere or something, I could have tutored and played both? 4, 5, 6, 7? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Yeah, could have. So I guess he was grabbing a guy. He doesn't have anything in his yard, though, so I was trying to think. I mean, right now, I'm desperately trying to think of some way to win this. I can't. I appreciated this guy, so I'm going to give him the ability to even me out. I just look through, if it was Pacifism instead of Fate's Fetters, and I had drawn it, maybe. And the inability to block any of that 11/11 damage now comes and just chews on my ass. Face Fetters, the 9/9, take me directly to 7. I just showed it to him. That was the only play I had. Yeah, having that guy in there is going to really help against this deck for sure. Exiling everything is going to be really good. So, I mean, it's not a sacrifice effect. Nothing dies, so it won't kind of undermine me facing that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that was a bad beat, but I don't know. Maybe my fundamental strategy was wrong, but I'm not sure that I had any plays per se that were mistakes. I think maybe my fundamental strategy was a little off with how I handled that. Trying to race him might have been insane, but I'm a stall pile that's all enchantments. He's a guy with all his dust. I don't know. But anyway, you guys, this is where you came in. We're about to go into this pile and look at these cards and try and figure out what to do. So this is where you joined me. So thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this kind of hybrid episode. This is actually a lot of fun to put together, so I hope you liked it. Thanks a lot for watching, you guys. I will see you all tomorrow.